Shalom, giving all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation as always to the elect. And I just wanted to do a short video on Matthew, the 18th chapter and the 28th verse, tying it into, what we go through as well, because having tapped into this power through the Holy Spirit, all right, we're now subject to the same thing that Yahweh Shai himself, all right, had to endure. And, in this life, especially now that you've woke up to the truth, you notice that, there are particular people in this world, all right, who may put extra hell on you, who may, you could tell that they have ill will against you. They really dislike you. All right. And they do it everything in their will, to make your life harder. All right. Or to ultimately try to destroy you, man. OK. And you have these people, a lot of them are going to be of your own nation. All right. But a lot of them are also heathen, especially Esau, Edom, Now, there's a spiritual reason why that happens to us, because as the scriptures say in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, which we'll get, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. OK, there are spirits inhabiting these people who know who you are, and they may not know why they hate you so much. They'll make up something, some carnal or fleshly reason. But ultimately, the spirit in them has identified the spirit in you. OK, and they're going to do any and everything in their power to destroy you. OK, this is a very, very, very highly spiritual battle. OK, there's particular Edomites sometimes that I'll, be in front of, whether I'm at work or whether, and I could tell that there's a demon inside of them. And that one, at some point in my life, in another life, the spirit in this person through another flesh tormented me, man. Or that we had friction. All right. And on the right hand side, you can tell what particular people you meet. All right. Women or brothers, how you get together with the brothers, and there's a spirit of love and joy. You could tell, this happened before. All right. But I wanted to deal more from the aspect of the demons on these people. Now, this is Matthew, the 8th chapter. All right. And this is after Yahweh Shai, all right, rebuked the wind, all right, so that the ship didn't sink, all right, with the disciples, all right. And these miracles were literal. Okay, they have spiritual meanings, but there was power within the Son of the Most High God. Okay, and if you don't believe that, and if you don't have that kind of faith, then I don't know how the hell you could believe in the resurrection. I don't know how the hell you believe that we're going to be delivered out of America, man, because we're in a no-win situation carnally. It says, verse 28, I just jumped to the point. Hold up. Let me see real quick. It says, Matthew 8 and 28, and when he was come to the other side into the country of the, all right, Jurgensens, all right, there met him two possessed with devils, all right, particular human beings possessed with devils, all right. Let's look at this word devils real quick. Okay, Lord willing, it loads. All right, the word for devils, all right, they were possessed with devils, okay. And the meaning for the word devil, the Greek word is demo ne zomi, all right. And it just means to be under the power of a demon. Okay, so when you see particular people out in this world bugging out, they're under the influence of demons. Now, what led them to get there, all right, may have its own, physical story, whether it be drugs or eating the wrong foods. And that's why Esau, Edom, constantly pushes all of these things on you Israelites, man. When you see how our people are acting, or how people, because it wasn't just Jake acting crazy over that chicken sandwich, but people, period. When you see why, and when you understand why, there's particular chemicals and things that he puts in these foods to bug people out, whether it be the psych meds, okay? Because people woke up to the psych med industry and said, we're going to take ourselves off of these medicines. Well, there was a picture of the one of the top pharmaceutical Edomites who run one of these companies, and he was with the owner of Tyson, who produces food, of course, GMO, dumbed down food. So, of course, they're going to put the drugs in the food now. Okay, and these drugs open up pathways and different things in your system to where demons, all right, can interfere and have their way with you. Okay, as the scriptures say, when the unclean spirit leaveth the man. Okay, and the people out in America, the people out in this world don't have no fear of the Lord. So spirits are able to inhabit them. Demons are able to inhabit them and have their way. All right, whereas we actually fight, man. We actually put up resistance through tapping into the spirit, man, tapping into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. So these two were possessed with the power, or under the power of a demon, possessed with the devil's vexed with the devil. Okay, and you see that happening all throughout America, man. Now going back to the point, okay, and it says, and when he was come to the other side of the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils coming out of the tombs, all right, exceeding fierce, so that no man, all right, might pass by that way. There were some strong demons, man. Okay. Now, the key point here is when you read verse 29, it says, and behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahweh Shai, thou son of God? So they immediately identified him. Okay, and this happens with us as well, brothers. Okay, there's particular people who you may notice just they dislike you, or there's always some sort of friction, or they ultimately seek out to destroy you, right? But they understand the spirit in them, the demon in them knows exactly who you are, man. And they understand your ultimate purpose. All right, so they're going to do what they can in this flesh to do what? Throw you off, man, from that purpose. Now it said, they cried out saying, what have we to do with thee? All right. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. All right. Thou son of God. All right. And aren't we the sons of God? Okay. Princes of the power. Okay. So it's they basically like, we ain't got nothing to do with you. We're not on the same level. We don't have the same, all right, blessing. You see, we don't have the same, order. Okay, it says, art thou come hither to torment us before the time? All right. And even within Israel, you have particular people with spirits like this, all right, that are against you, because as we know, the elect were predestined to be the first fruits. Okay. And then you have the 2/3 who are elected within the grand scheme of things in the story. Of course, they're Israelites, but they were chosen to be against you for the gospel's sake. All right, that's in the book of Romans 11. Okay, real quick, let's get that. Romans chapter 11. All right, in 28, it says, as concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sake. So the Lord chose the 2/3 and the elect, all right, from the foundation of the earth. Okay, and the 2/3 just meaning basically they were predestined, natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed, but they're going to speak evil against you. They're going to do evil things to you. They've ultimately killed the prophets in times past, man. Okay, they've done various wicked things even in this lifetime to the prophets. You'll stop and ask yourself, why does this person, whether they're following you around the comment boards, leaving a bunch of damn messages, all right, whether they're ultimately trying to ruin your job, okay, which that's happened, all right, or constantly have a vendetta against you. Any video you load up there, they're commenting. All right, well, they were chosen to be your enemies for the sake of the gospel. All right, but as touching election, they're beloved for the Father's sake, because all Israel is the elect, but there's an elect amongst the elect, and that's the first fruits. Okay, the elect, the 144,000, then you have the rest, which is the large multitude. Okay, that's all the 1/3. All right, but the rest of Israel are just a bunch of misfits on this side. They'll come back into the blessing through that first fruits. Now, you'll wonder why sometimes. Why do these people hate me so goddamn much? Why is this person so dedicated, all right, to being a scoffer or destroying me? Well, there's a spirit in them, all right, that tormented you in another life. All right, then we can take that same logic and apply it according to the heathen as well, man. Especially Esau, Edom, man. There's particular spirits in these Edomites that know who you are. That's why they be looking at you. Now, the average Jake they look at, and, they may, nigger. But when Esau sees the men of the Lord, they give you a particular kind of look. Okay, they have this like nervous sort of, does he know who he is? Or it's just a spiritual thing. And they may not know why they're doing it. All right, but we know and understand through the spirit that the demon in them has identified you. Just as these demons in these two men identify Yahweh Shai. They identified and knew he was the Son of God. Okay? All right, so there's particular people within Israel who were predestined to be against you. So the spirit in them, the demon in them, understands the spirit in you, all right, is of the first fruits. So they're angry with you, just as Cain was. They're angry with you because the Most High didn't accept their sacrifice. So they're going to seek out to do what? Put you away, take you out, destroy your name, ruin your life. Okay, and you have these sorts of instances all throughout your life, and you were wondering why. Like, well, what's going on? Why is this dude? There was at camp the other day. There was a dude who came up, and he was just he had this type of demon on him. He was possessed with devils, screaming, cursing. In which I should have did a better job of just not even trying to engage him. And I apologize to the camp, on the camera, but at the end of the day, the dude had a strong demon on him. Before we even engaged him, we were preaching, and one of the guys with him, was trying to figure out what we were about, and he just started yelling out, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They don't know, they're screaming, what about the 65,000, black women missing? You mother, and they started, fuck God, and I believe in God, but F God, and yada, yada, this, and it's just going crazy. You brothers and sisters who were watching it, y'all saw it. And it's best in those instances just to let those people have it. All right, just do what you do, and once they walk away, keep the focus on the brotherhood and the camera and just teaching, not even mentioning anything about that person. Let them leave. That's the scripture say, resist Satan and he will flee from you. So you just resist these people, man, understanding that, look, their day is coming. But what happened is the demon in him recognized the spirit in us and said, you know what? Fuck these niggas, man. All right, I'm going to cause chaos. I'm going to scream at them. I'm going to destroy them, because if you notice here in verse 29, it says, and behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yahweh Shai, thou Son of God? Art thou come here to torment us before the time? See, these demons know that you are the first fruits. These demons know that ultimately you're going to have the final say-so. So they're like, to Yahweh Shai, who ultimately we're just joint heirs with him. He's the top angel and spirit that will have the final say-so, because it was given unto him through the Most High, but we're joint heirs. So we're going to have access to him. To that power, as you read in Revelation, the 2nd chapter. Okay, Revelation, the 2nd chapter, and the 26th verse, it says, to he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So what Yahweh Shai has received, he's going to give to those elect men, the first fruits, 144,000. And, the rest of Israel will all be righteous and have their order. Okay, but that 144,000 will directly be joint heirs, and the rest of Israel, all right, will have their glory after that order. Okay, but as you can see, the power that Yahweh Shai has, basically, the owner and rulership and dominion of the planet Earth, all right, and the nations therein. Okay, so we have this same authority in the spirit, man. The house of David. That's why the keys was given unto Peter, because judgment ultimately is going to be given into the hands of the house of David. So as they say here, art thou come hither to torment us before the time? So when these people act out and seek to destroy you, that's ultimately what they're saying. Are you come to destroy us before our time? Like, what are you here for, man? They already know that your spirit and the spirit in you has authority over them, man. Okay, and ultimately amongst Israel, the elect are going to purge out the rebels, man. Okay, under Yahweh Shai, we're going to have dominion over purging out all of those rebels out of Israel, man. Getting that, because all Israel ain't going to die through the nuclear destruction, and all Israel ain't going to be beamed up. So when we come down, not only are we going to put the heathen in subjection, but we're going to take care of the rest of the 2/3, man. All right, and maybe there's some of them, if they're, that we may have mercy on. All right, they wouldn't be a 2/3 in that sense, but basically judgment is given into the hands of Yahweh Shai and those elect men, the house of David. So as they say, art thou come hither to torment us before the time? So they understood and knew his rank and authority. So what, they was like, damn, what are you here for, man? And that's why certain people cannot stand your presence. Okay, let's get Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Ephesians chapter 6. All right. In 11, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay. And the devil has many wiles, man. Okay. And you have to have on the armor of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, to tap into that armor, man. Faith is at the forefront of it, man. Knowing and understand that he is, man, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Those are the two important lyrics in the song, man. The new song that we sing. All right. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So these people are possessed by demons that know exactly who you are. So what are they going to do? They're going to come after you in some shape, form, or fashion, man. Now, in that story, those two demons didn't come after Yahweh Shai, but he rebuked them. All right. But in our walk, you did have particular demons come up against Yahweh Shai, but in that story, they didn't. All right. Because as we read, I'll go right back to that. As we read, Yahweh Shai basically put those demons inside some pigs, and the pigs jumped off a mountain, man. It says, and there was a good way off from them a herd of many swine feeding. So the devils besought him, saying, if thou cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. All right. And he said unto them, go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the herd of swine ran violently down a steep place into the sea and perished in the waters, man. Because demons basically make you destroy yourself, man. And that's what the people here in Babylon the Great and all throughout the four corners of the earth who don't have this truth, that's what they're doing. They're destroying themselves, whether it be through smoking cigarettes, being faggots, or whatever the hell they're doing. They ultimately have a spirit on them to destroy themselves, man. Okay? It says, and they that kept them fled and went their ways into the city and told everything and what was befallen, all right, to the possessed of the devil. All right. And then, basically his fame started growing because he was doing mighty works. Okay. Now, going back to Ephesians 6, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. It's not these people's flesh that actually hate you. There's a spirit inside of them that have identified you, man. So they're going to make it their purpose, because that which is then is now. So in another life, these same things happen to you, man. Now these people just have keyboards, man. Now these people work with you. Now these people, may see you somewhere or whatever the hell it may be. But these people are possessed by demons, man. that ultimately want to throw you off and stop you from your purpose, man. Okay, because they understand at the end of the day, you're gonna rule. You're gonna be at the head under Yahushai. All right, so they're angry about it, man. All right. Now in the kingdom of heaven, all Israel is gonna be righteous, but there's still gonna be order, man. And you're gonna have particular Israelites that are gonna have their head down and show reverence unto the men of the Lord. Although they'll still be righteous, set, well set. They'll have land, they'll have possessions, they'll have the laws written in them, but they'll basically be in subject, all right, to the elect men. Basically, they'll show reverence, because the elect men under Yahushua will be hallowed, man. And then, of course, the heathen are going to be in full, subject in a whole different way, man. You're going to have to bow. Now we're all going to bow to each other as well in the kingdom of heaven, man. Like, you got men bugging out, over that whole worship thing. Worship just means to show reverence, man. Now, we worship Yahweh, all right, Yahushai. But we show a form of worship to each other by how we reverence each other, man, by how we treat each other. But in the kingdom of heaven, those ancient customs are going to be all put back, man. All right, when we see each other, we're going to, bow. We're going to have reverence for one another. We're going to treat each other like royalty, man, like the lords and gods we are, man, because we are the gods of the planet Earth, man, under the Most High Yahweh and Yahushai. Okay? So we wrestle not against flesh and blood, man. Okay? But against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done, all right, all to stand. Stand therefore with your loins girt with the truth. Okay? Be unmovable, man. Having on the breastplate of righteousness, and having your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Okay? Above all, taking the shield of faith, all right, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. So when people do particular things, you don't overreact. You understand the grand scheme of things. You understand the vision. You have the vision of what's to come. Let them have this little world, man. Let them have their little time to shine or whatever. Now, of course, there's balance even with that. Somebody hits you, you defend yourself. But ultimately, you don't try to get a corruptible crown in this world by trying to win every, argument or you have, or whatever it may be. All right, you understand what I'm saying. All right, you ultimately let this world have it, man, because there's going to be people that are going to resist you. They're going to hate you. All right. And now that you're in this truth, you understand why. The spirit that's in you, man. Okay. As the scriptures say, Yahushua said, ye are from beneath, I am from above. He wasn't speaking in a carnal sense. We're above these people in spirit, man. Okay. Now, at the end of the day, let's see here. Tap into these scriptures, man, and constantly pray, constantly fast. And when you're met with these oppositions, understand it. Understand the overall purpose, man. Laugh it off. Because if you get too caught up in these things, you'll cause yourself extra frustration and grief. Now, it's not going to be easy, but ultimately the demon in them has identified the spirit in you. Shalom.